Welcome back to Travel Tips and Recommendations with Nikki and Tommie. I'm Nikki.
And I'm Tommie.
We're taking you along our powerful journey to Ghana, from Accra to Cape Coast, from history to heritage, and even a naming ceremony that changed everything for us. So I hope you're ready. You ready?
You know it. Let's go. All right.
That entire day was powerful and heartbreaking, and I just kept saying, we are our ancestors' wildest dreams. In order for them to endure such hateful and the unimaginable treatment that they had dealt with there, no one could even imagine that we could be in the place where we are today.
Yeah.
From them enduring all of that. So I was grateful to be able to be there and to give thanks to my ancestors.
And the Slave River just rocked me because I have a visual mind, and I was able to hearing our guide.
I am not African because I was born in Africa, but Africa was born in me. The only way to know was the names of our ancestors that got changed. They stripped them of their identity, their culture, their tradition. Everything was gone the moment they changed their names. There were quite a number of them in the change. There were many. So they had to change some of them to trees all around the space, and then they allowed the others to go into the river for their bath.
My mind started to paint a picture. So that made me weak.
Yeah.
And then you go to the slave castle and you understand that it's a dungeon. And once you're in those halls or in those walls, not halls, if you're a male or if you're a female, it goes entirely different ways, right? So if you're a male, if you are a revolter, right, or if you're not going to stand for this, you're going to fight them, or they consider you to be a problem, they kill you, right?
Yep.
And then everybody else goes into the dungeon. If you're a woman, you're a fighter, you're all that, they may kill you, but if they find you attractive, they're going to put you in another cell because later they're going to try to rape you. And then they're going to rape you, right? Or kill you, right? And then you have a baby by one of the guards or whoever's there. They'll keep you there. They'll build a house for you and the baby. And then once that baby reaches about 10 years old, if you're still in good health as a woman, then you're going over on the slave ship. If you're not, then they'll just toss you somewhere. But the man will take the child and then they'd embed them into the community and use them as interpreters or ways in to find out intel on other possible people that can be kidnapped. You know, and it's just
so that whole day was really draining, but it was. I'm so glad we had a chance to go through all of that and see it all. So,
and the door of no return is just, if you don't know what it is, just imagine that that's the last door you walk through and you're on the continent of Africa.
Yeah.
Because once you get on that ship, you'll never see it again. So like she says, powerful and heartbreaking. And then we go to sleep and go through it all over again.
Yep. The next day, the education continues. We went to the Elmina Castle, which is the oldest and the largest. Millions of slaves have passed through this castle. I hate calling them castles because they were dungeons.
I call them dungeons, but they absolutely. So it was originally built by the Portuguese. I said the Argentinians before. I apologize. It was built by the Portuguese. And if you didn't know, the Portuguese are the ones who came up with the idea of using Africans for the harsh field work that needed to be done. And so the Portuguese built it first, and then they lost it to the Dutch. And then the Dutch lost it to the British. And so it's just another place to bring Africans, put them in dungeons, and then put them on ships.
Yeah.
And they'll never see their land again.
Yep. But once we finished with that, We
Got
went
some
to
goodness.
the best news. We went to the naming ceremony. We had a chance to participate in a traditional naming ceremony.
Yes.
And this was from the Ekuna Nsomi royal family
Yes.
of the Ichira tribe,
Yes.
which
It was amazing.
we were, yes, absolutely amazing. And the
We get off the
people
ship.
within the village,
I mean, get off the boat.
I ain't know no shit.
Yeah, my bad. You get off the boat. My time.
We get off the
We get off the bus. My mind's so jacked up right now. But we get off the bus and we're greeted by the seniors, the elders of the
Yes.
tribe, and we get greeted by a traditional dance and music.
Yeah.
And it was just a joyous moment.
Such a joyous. Again, tears were falling, and this was more of a happy occasion, because we needed it.
Yeah.
We needed that whole cleansing and to come within our tribal family, and we get the whole ceremony.
So the elders,
performed.
they loop their arm in yours, and then you walk down to their palace. And then we go into the palace, and we sit down, and we wait for the chief, the king, of the Ituru tribe to come in. And then, so the naming ceremony is what the Africans did for their children, right? So when you were born in Africa, you had 8 days where you were alive and just being you, a little baby, right? On that 8th day is when they give you this ceremony. And the ceremony consists of an elder having 2 cups, all right? And one cup is filled a little bit with water, and another cup is filled with alcohol. And they're both clear. And the intent of this is to show the child that things can look the same, but you know what right is. You know the way to go. So as adults,
Drinking alcohol,
Yes.
not rubbing, of course.
as adults, they call your name out. You sit down, and the elder feeds you 3 drinks of the first thing, which is water. And every time he feeds it to you, he stops, and you have to say aloud what it is. Water, water, water. Then they fill a cup with alcohol, and he feeds you 3 times. And each time you have to say correctly, alcohol, alcohol, alcohol. And then once you do that, then you are given your name. And you will explain how the name is given?
Yeah, so the name is given depending on the day that you were born, Sunday to Saturday. You're given that name. And for us, we were both born on Fridays.
Yes.
So his name is Kofi.
Yes.
And my name is Afua.
Right, which means male. Kofi means male born on Friday. Afua means female born on Friday.
Yes.
And then my last name was Umpofo. It's a royal name. Strong. It symbolizes strength.
Yep.
So my name is Kofi Umpofo.
Yep. And mine is Afua Adzepa. And Adzepa means precious.
Precious, delicate.
That's right.
Absolutely. And I said, you sure right on that one. So,
Yeah, so to be able to be there and experience all the symbolisms and the culturalness of traditions was just absolutely amazing. Powerful. After we were able to, decipher between the water and the alcohol and announce what it was, and we know right from wrong, then we were able to go and sit in front of the king and be acknowledged by him and talk to him. And he blessed us and welcomed us home. And again, I'm just like...
Because we couldn't speak directly to the king. He had an interpreter that we had to talk to because we weren't a part of his tribe. We weren't able.
Yet.
And then once we go through the naming ceremony, he greets you, he blesses you, he welcomes you to his tribe. And I'll just say for me, and Nikki can say how she felt, but for me, it completely warped my mind into another era. And I just imagined if I was born here, that this could be my name, and then I would be living an entirely different life. And that's an amazing feeling, knowing that the only reason I'm not living that life now is because of the horrendous situations that brought our ancestors from Africa to America. So that's just, once you hitting that realization was just powerful. And it loosened some joy inside of me, because it really did feel like that we came back home, not where we live, but came back where our ancestors came from. And that was a powerful moment for us.
Yep.
So that's the deepness. Right now we're going more towards the fun, and that, good people, was our visit to the motherland, to Accra, to Ghana, to Africa.
If you enjoyed this journey with us, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next adventure.
Also, share this video with your friends. Share this with someone you know wants to go to Africa. This is how you get there.
As always, travel smart, travel often, and travel safe.
Till next time.
Bye.